it feels tremendously satisfying. Not that we set out to create the biggest company when we started off. When we started off, it was just a question of creating a decent business. And right in the beginning, it was about survival, as any entrepreneur has to face. But then over a period of time, and once the business got established and we started looking at the opportunities in front of us, then obviously it became a question of how big we could get. And there, I think ambition, drive, the desire to succeed, the desire to actually become the biggest company, all of that came into the picture. And I'm really glad that we've been able to execute reasonably well. My father's already a politician. Why do I have to become a politician as well, right? And I don't really believe in dynasty and all of this stuff. I wanted to create my own path. I wanted to create my own footsteps. I didn't really want to follow in anybody else's footsteps. I think people can think whatever they want to think. You can't prevent them from thinking. And a lot of people will think about, will attribute to you the way they would have operated themselves had they been in your shoes. And that's fair, because that's the only way that they know how to think. But the reality is that, ours is a very professional business. We've got external investors. Those investors are very hard-nosed commercial guys. They would not be investing in you if they felt that there was even the slightest aspect of what you just mentioned, right? Whatever we've done on the dint of our hard work. Not just me, but my entire team. And we've all got together, we've put in the hard yards, we've put in the hard work, and we've done something which is, to my mind, very unique in the Indian context. I think any time is a great time to become an entrepreneur, because there's just so much opportunity in almost every sector that it's actually unbelievable. And as long as you have the risk-taking ability, and as long as you run your business with the right degree of corporate governance and transparency, I think you'll have a lot of people willing to give you capital as well. We're actually at this point in the midst of a massive energy transition, which a lot of people are not actually appreciating that well. And what is happening is that we're moving from coal-based power to renewable energy and cleaner sources of power. And I think you talk to anybody who lives in most parts of urban India, and everybody deals with the air pollution issues. Then we all read about climate change issues, right, which is going to be a problem for our children. Not so much for us, but certainly for our children, right? And you realize that you cannot carry on in the way that we've been carrying on so far in terms of the way we produce energy. It has to be done very differently going forward. And that is where a company like Renew Power comes in. Ours is a very big industry, and it's going to require a huge amount of new capital to come into this sector. That is not something that any one company can do on its own. We require multiple people to be working on this. The second thing is execution on the ground also requires multiple sets of people to be doing it, because just one or two or three or four companies can't be executing all across India and setting up all this huge capacity. So we require many people to actually be solving India's problems on the energy side. All sorts of other players, whether they're foreign strategic companies, foreign financial investors, domestic strategics, other new age companies like ours, whoever they might be. I think it's very important. So therefore competition is essential, it's healthy, and it's absolutely required to meet the aspirations of India from a renewable energy capacity addition standpoint. Investors like Goldman Sachs, ADIA, the Canadian pension fund CPPIB, the Japanese utility JERA, these are all marquee investors, and we're very fortunate to have them. Basically, right now we are close to about 5,000 megawatts of commissioned capacity. Most of our capacity at this point is either wind, large scale, or solar, utility scale solar. And we also have a small distributed solar business, which basically focuses on rooftop solutions for commercial and industrial customers. At this point in time, in addition to the 5,000 megawatts that we have commissioned, we also have a pipeline of another 3,300 megawatts that we will be actually building out over the next 2 years' time. And so we'll actually get to about 8,000 megawatts by the end of financial year 2021. Now, in addition to looking at wind and solar, where there's a tremendous opportunity, we're also looking at getting into one or two other sectors that are related to renewable energy. First of all, we intend to expand our distributed solar business a lot more. That's a customer-facing business, and I think there will be tremendous opportunity there. And the second really is the area of the transmission infrastructure build out.